Hello everyone and welcome to my Pecha Kucha for Justice 411. I would like to begin by acknowledging that I live, work, and play upon the traditional and unceded lands of the Lekwungen and Wasanic peoples. I'll be presenting on self-determination theory and my practicum experience. After engaging with and studying all of the different career theories presented in Justice 411, I have decided that self-determination theory best suits my academic and professional career. I find motivation is a central aspect in how I do my professional and academic business in my life. There are two forms of motivation in self-determination theory, the first of which is intrinsic, which is one's natural ability to accomplish tasks. One may feel an internal need to accomplish these tasks, and it is autonomous, so they may feel joy or fulfillment when doing so. The second form of motivation in self-determination theory is extrinsic, or controlled, whereas one would rely on external sources to supply some sort of reward, a goal, or evaluation in order to sway someone to accomplish tasks.
Intrinsic motivation is vital to my career success, both academically and professionally. I am always making lists and writing on my calendar to keep myself organized. I am always looking for opportunities to further my advancement in my field, whether it be through job applications, education, or additional training.
Needs associated with self-determination theory include autonomy, competence, and connections or meaningful relationships. Welters, Mitchell, and Moiskin indicate that applicants for jobs are more successful if autonomy is a great factor in their motivation.
I feel both intrinsic and extrinsic forces motivate me at my practicum placement. I really value the work and I want to do the best work that I can, so I constantly ask questions and ask if others would do the same in a certain situation. However, I also know that the experience is furthering my career. For example, I feel like I have an internal drive at work to impress other people with my performance and always treat everyone with respect and dignity while on shift, and use effective communication. On the other hand, by doing all these things and submitting great reports, etc., I feel like I could potentially get a job with the organization. One factor that could be fueling my motivation is RBC's recent article, which published that recent graduates are actually overqualified for many fields they are entering, which is an extremely concerning factor considering, for one, I am graduating, and all the time I had invested into my endeavors so far. By seeking work opportunities and experiences that allow to develop skills and competencies related to many jobs, such as de-escalation, critical thinking, and stress management, one may actually be engaging in extrinsic motivation without their knowledge, as they are furthering their development for future positions. With my current job at CRD Bylaw as part of my practicum placement, I have been fortunate to have been able to practice many useful skills, such as communication skills, de-escalating situations, resolving conflict, using discretion, and critical thinking. One of the benefits of this job is the variety of individuals I'm able to work with on a daily basis, all with varying backgrounds and varied levels of experience, some who have retired and worked throughout their career in the field, and some who are in similar position to me and just entering the field, so it has been a great experience to work with everyone. Of course, with the variety of people I work with, there are sometimes some conflicts, but I use this as an opportunity to either learn, educate, or listen, as I'm not aware of everything, and sometimes just by listening and understanding another individual's position, that can greatly help the situation. For example, when I was speaking of Canada and its historic injustices such as residential schools, my colleague compared the situation to other countries where present injustices occur concerning human rights and the horrendous treatment of women and children. Therefore, my colleagues' experiences allowed me to realize that although it is extremely difficult to compare nations around the world, Canada, of course, although with its troubles, is a fantastic place to live, where rights are afforded and for the most part, individuals feel safe. One important aspect to consider with law enforcement work are the stressors that arise from critical incidents, effects of shift work, and the scrutiny that's placed on officers, especially recent events. Therefore, it's really important that officers take the time to counter the stressors and relax. Dr. Kevin Gilmartin explains that it's not what law enforcement personnel see, but rather how they have to look at the world, always thinking of the worst case possible scenario. This can result in emotional casualty. Therefore, law enforcement personnel can have altered worldviews. Dr. David Black indicates that 75% of police officers receive insufficient sleep between shifts, and this is interconnected with weight gain. He indicates that blood indical levels above the legal limit can be very comparable to the exhaustion experienced when not receiving enough sleep. My practicum placement with the Capital Regional District has allowed me to reflect on my educational experience, other work experiences, and on my future career aspirations in law enforcement. Although there have been many negatives mentioned, I'm still incredibly excited and motivated to become a police officer. As a police officer, I hope to use ethical decision-making to not just defend the choices that have been previously made, but to critically analyze and ask if this situation will better people. I want to uphold values of equity, acceptance, and understanding of various circumstances and factors, and divert people to the help they require. I thank you for listening to my Pecha Kucha about my practicum placement with the CRD, self-determination theory, and some of my experiences so far. I understand that not every career path is linear, and there may be obstacles along the way, but I'm excited for the challenges and especially the end result.